Up next, for Brooklyn, they've been rolling all year, and nobody can seem to slow them down. At home tonight, they're looking for their next victim. Coming up next. Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports Broadcast. Tonight's game also serving as part of the NBA Cup. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined in this early bit of the season, Greg. How important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. No good off the front iron. Here's Purdue, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Purdue's got the opening field goal of the game for Brooklyn.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Miller against Purdue. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Purdue. And Terry over to help. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Charlotte now. It's a three-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Here's Simpson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Sinks the three-pointer.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Poke loose. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Miller. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Empowering through the foul there. Miller showing some serious intensity.
Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Here's Jay, and a strong finish with two hands.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Miller, the pass to Simpson. Got a piece of it. Right through the D for the layup.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
And the Hornets making a change here. Smith has checked in. Pass to Miller. Got a hand on it. Here's Jay. His shot is good, making them a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Launches a 3, buries the long-range jumper.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
There's the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
From the arc, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Shoots the 3, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Got a piece of it. Here's Miller. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Pass to Purdue. Puts up a deep 3. Terry grabs the board.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
.114 left to play here in the first. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 10.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Gets it to go. That one good from Purdue.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The Hornets have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Pass to Miller. Smith wide open. He fires. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Purdue. Personal foul. 14 foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's Miller outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Miller's got 8.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Jay. It's on target from the high post.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Both teams have it going. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far They are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
On the court for the Hornets, they've got Smith. James Wiseman's out there with Bridges. Then it's Miller. And it's Delon in at the small forward. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Purdue. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the power rankings. You look at Chicago. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
You know, right now for Brooklyn, they've started the way we expected. Aggressive, relentless, just imposing their will upon lesser teams.
Here's Jay. 8 points for him. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
I also like the fact that they've been able to block quite a few shots so far. A testament to hard work and good positioning on the defensive end.
Driving inside.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
But his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's the break. Throws it up high. Pass to Purdue. To the left wing. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Charlotte calls timeout. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw fouls.
To the wing on the left. Right wing. Simpson, the pass to Smith. Shot to stop the run. Cans it from downtown.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Fires from deep. Here's Jay. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Here's Jay. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Fires the 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Jay. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Pass to Simpson, to the paint, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 8 points for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half. Here's a look at some stats for Jay. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in scoring, and he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Bridges is checked in for Miller. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Here's Smith. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, excellent vision that time by Bridges to be able to make that pass. Really good, unselfish play there.
Here's Jay. The baseline Jay. From past the arc. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Pass to Simpson. Smith scanning the floor. A 3 ball. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Bridges with the steal. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. 16 points for him.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Here's Jay. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And the Hornets call time here. And some changes here for the Hornets. Jerry comes in for Bridges, and it's Brandon Miller in for Smith. Goes up off the inbound. Miller. The Warriors pull it in. And this team has been on a very impressive 17-game winning streak. They are red hot right now.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratching your head, because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not going away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Hornets trail by 8. Pass to Simpson. And it's Miller in the corner. Charlotte moving the ball around. Now here's Terry. They set the pick. Inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Purdue. Miller grabs the miss.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Out left to the wing. Simpson, the pass to Miller. And it's blocked. And they recover it. And the first half is now in the books. Brooklyn ahead, up 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Tested game. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Hornets trail by 6, setting the floor for the Hornets. Connects in the foul line jumper. 20 points for him.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big.
Oh, my goodness. What's up? And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. On defense, Brooklyn, 6-point lead. Miller kicks to Terry. And it's Miller in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Miller's got 11 points.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Diving in, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. For Brooklyn, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And the first one drops.
2 shots.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Terry looking over the floor, down low, with the fadeaway. The Warriors pull it in.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Jay. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jay's got 4 points in the quarter.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Warriors. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Charlotte. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And, you know, for the Hornets, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
Over to the wing. To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Pass to Miller. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And it's in there.
Great vision and setup there by Brandon Miller.
Warriors leading by 5. Here's Jay, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
It's tipped to the inside. The wide open look here for Terry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Terry's got 5 points so far.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Purdue. gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. There's the steal. To the paint, here's Simpson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Jay. He's got 32. Over to the left wing. Here's Simpson for the tie. And Miller with the lay-in. Miller's got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a league these days. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Cuts off the pass. The numbers in their favor. Up the floor. Here's Purdue, and Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Jay.
Hornets foul. Simpson. First personal foul, second team foul.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Smith checked in for Charlotte. Charlotte moving the ball around. Miller outside. Hits it from three-point range. Miller's got 8 points in the quarter.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
We've got 1:18 left in the third. That's a 2 from Smith, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
For the lead, he takes it up and lays it in. 10 points for him. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
Here's Miller, and he lays it straight in. Miller's got 18 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Jay. He has 40. Power down with both hands. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Warriors lead by 1. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And for the Hornets, you've got Wiseman. Bridges out there with Smith. And it's Simpson in at the point guard position. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple of occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
And this is the pattern we typically see from this team as a whole, creating chances at the line and converting them.
Pass to Wiseman. To the middle. And he banks in the layup. He's got 24.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And the basket by Jay.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Simpson. Good work there as it goes. And the Hornets lead by 2.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Jay. And he goes right over James Wiseman and slams it in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Smith with it, working on Purdue. Takes it from 10. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Doubled by Bridges. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And the Hornets making a change here. Terry's checked in. Pass to Simpson. Charlotte moving it around. On the wing, Terry. They set the pick. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Jay. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Back to Smith. This one for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Pass to Simpson. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Basket good.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
Stolen by Terry. inside, stripped it away. Here's Jay. Oh, man! He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow. Hornets have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. The Hornets call time. And the Hornets making a change here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the Hornets was getting across in the huddle. He said, look, you guys are playing physical and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And slam dunk by Purdue.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Down low, here's Simpson. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Sweet move. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And now it's a 3-point Hornets lead.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Purdue. He gets it in there.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
He missed the chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Miller with the double team to the right side. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. A minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Purdue.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
.52 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Miller. Knocks down the 3.
And, you know, for Miller, his passing is probably the most valuable and overlooked part of his game.
Here's Jay. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Purdue against Miller. Pass to Simpson. Outside Terry. Oh, and Clark, it went in! Count it!
Yeah!
Down it goes. goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that.
Phenomenal finish. A 3 at the horn. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess really that's about the only way we could expect a game like this to close the curtain.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. Huge moment in this group round of the NBA Cup. Their record is now 1 up and 1 down.